So I just got this idea because I've been recently reading about habits and how certain signals ignite the flame of a habit, and this only shows that we aren't actually free. Maybe if you're more or less aware of the system and of every signal that I would say bombards you with different, that a world bombards you with different signals that lead to certain habits. There's a constant flow of information, a constant flow of news, and we're just standing like a rock hit by waves, and the way we behave, the things we talk about, the things we talk about, with most of them are not ours. So the media, other people in an environment just influence us in this way that our personality is like a clump of different ideas from other people. And if you're not really aware, even if you're aware, more or less, you're controlled by others. So the content we consume, the people around us, these all informations are like shackles that bind us in a certain way, and this is a way that that we are limited mentally. But I was also thinking with the conflict in Ukraine with Russia now. There's it's not escalating because it's already on a high level when it comes to the whole thing going on in time. But your country, if it needs you, it can just take away your freedom, your physical freedom. It can take away your money, your possessions, just like that. When they call you, because I have a few Ukrainian, I wouldn't call them friends, but these are people I know, and I've heard that for men between the 18 year of age to I think 60 or something like this, you can't renew your documents. So you're basically when the document that allow you to stay in another EU country, if you have to renew them, you won't be able to. And you know what it means? It means you're basically going back to Ukraine. I think so. I think they can't deport you to a country that's at war, actually. But more or less, they just want to take all the Ukrainians from across Europe, mainly from Poland, because I think we have now like 2 million Ukrainians. They just want to take them and throw them into the fire of war. Like for us that live in freedom for many years now, I think it's something that's really hard to imagine. Like you live in your life day to day. You have your hobbies, you have your work, you have your family, and then suddenly they take you, and you have to fight for the interests of someone else. And I would call myself conservative, at least mostly. And when I was thinking about the whole idea to go to the army and fight for your country, for the history of it, I was really keen to do this back then. But I think that now my perspective changed a bit. And it was more on like a macro scale when it comes to life, and now I think a little bit more concise, where I think that for a person, your country, your nationality is one thing, but on the other hand, I think there's something more important, and that's actually your family. And when you have to abandon it to go to fight for people you don't know, for people that don't actually care for you, because that's how it works. It's just money. There are some people on the top, and they just, when they tell that we send a lot of all these gray small people to war, then they go to war. And the people who actually make the decisions, who actually have high stakes when it comes to money, when it comes to mainly when it comes to money. So they will never fight. And you know, you're just like a throwaway item for them, and then they tell you like, yeah, it's for your country, it's for your flag, it's for the history, for the people that came before you. But I actually think for every person, you care a lot more about your family, and I know that like the things on the big scale, they affect you, yeah, but if you think about it, all the people that rule in a country, they don't want the best for you. Like, they just want the best for them, for their family. They just want the money. They just want the freedom that comes with the job they do, because more or less they're like actors in the theater. I think the people who have the most money, they just sit in the background, and then you have all these politicians on the forefront, being basically scapegoats, but scapegoats who are paid a lot. So coming back to us being restricted, to our freedom being stripped, if we even have any freedom. Like, you know, the only thing where our freedom won't be restricted, at least if we have it structured well, and I mean our thoughts, because if you're not aware of the way your thoughts can be shaped, and even then you're not 100% free there. So that, you know, they want to take it from it as well, with all those brain chips and stuff, when they just gonna plug something into your mind and play some ads when you want to think about something. So an age of restricted freedom, that's the age we live in.